want to leave the room.
Uh-huh. Oh well. She
She
wanna
normally she normally don't mess with me until we laying down, but now she want to come and hang out with me.
well pick up and let her get on the on-call. She can get on call. She little. She ain't big as Benji. You don't have to can't pick Benji up, but some of them do. But a little dog, you can get away with picking her up. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know I was on camera. All right. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. Salutations. It's your man, Elder Eli L. I want to welcome y'all to another exciting episode of On Code. And this is my co-host.
What's happening, everybody? This Sobo, the 11th Avenue Hobo. Hobo is an acronym standing for Having Overcome Barriers and Obstacles. Welcome to the On Code podcast. Sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied from partying all weekend.
Uh-oh.
You know, yeah, what's up, Elder?
Hey, man, you got it, man. We just want to introduce our panel real quick. You want to introduce them?
Yeah, our award-winning panel. We got Cool Onion from the class of West Side
Woohoo.
1972.
That's right. That's right. 72. Pause up.
Pause up for class of 1972. And we got the ministers of
Minister.
information.
That's us. That's us.
Okay, information.
All right. Verlin.
Verlene, class of West Side Cougars, 1987.
Got it.
Right.
There
You
you
got
go.
it
There you
right.
go.
Go Sobo. You got it right. You got it right.
Yeah.
But I hate I missed your
They trying to get his video, Christopher
I
said.
hate I missed the picnic. I had some prior engagements this weekend. A little bit more important, my guy's birthday. All right, Maurice Gooseby, happy birthday today. But
Birthday.
as I was
Wait,
saying,
wait, wait, wait,
Sobo,
wait,
the
wait, wait.
horseman picnics are always a vibe. Horsemen have the livest
Oh
picnics.
wow.
They do.
Where do it be on the horseman property?
Yeah.
Oh
So I
wow.
missed it
First
this
of
year. Yes,
all,
West Side
Wait,
does invade. West Side people do go to Horseman Roosevelt's picnic. We go to everybody's picnic, so we
That's
yeah,
everywhere.
y'all go now, cause see, no, let's get this straight,
We
okay?
go
Cause
to
we got
everybody's picnics.
look here, we gonna straighten this out.
they're going to
First of all,
Norman.
I want to say,
Hey.
Gary, Indiana, I need to have a talk with y'all.
Uh-oh.
Y'all need to quit making me proud.
Quit making you proud.
Quit making me proud. Y'all done made me so proud this summer. I can't take it no more.
I ain't never heard nothing like that before. Too
And look here, the
proud.
horseman picnic didn't do nothing but intensify the proudness that I felt from
Lord.
partying in Gary, Indiana all summer.
Wow.
We didn't have no incidents.
That's awesome.
that
We
part.
probably had the lowest crime incident summer of any other of the other hardcore cities.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying? All we did was party and pour liquor down our throat and dance
Yeah.
all summer long. And I got to shout out the mayor for throwing a hell of a party. You
Mm.
understand what I mean? And so the culmination of party summer in Gary was the Horseman weekend. And what I'm gonna tell y'all is, thank you, Gary, Indiana, for allowing Sobo, 11th Avenue Hobo. Hobo is an acronym standing for having overcome barriers and obstacles to party
All right.
like it was 1999
Oh,
all summer long.
right.
Hey
So,
Norman.
hey, Norman.
Hey, Norman.
Norman.
Hey, hey,
Well, y'all
And we
know
got my
Roosevelt coming
brother,
up.
yes.
Stormy Norman, back on the scene. What's up, my brother?
All
How you
right. All
doing, man?
right. So,
Oh, everything's everything.
From the mighty West Side class of 1987, 102.3
87.
87.
Rejoice Radio. What's up,
87.
my brother?
All right now, 87.
Man, everything's moving.
Zach.
It goes that.
And we got the one of the original Black Horsemen on the mic tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
This is Horseman's Night from the mighty
Uh-oh.
Horseman class of 1971. What's up, big bro?
Hey, Zach.
You gotta turn your mic on, Zach. We can't hear you, brother.
Turn the volume. There you go. There
Did
you
it come on?
Oh, yeah, you're on now.
Yeah, you on.
Oh, well, absolutely, y'all. And I wanted to go, but I just it's a hard drive to drive there and drive right back
Right,
Yeah.
right.
for this old man here. You know, y'all, I can't do it, man. But I was on there looking at everybody's go round and round thing. You know, seen a lot of people out there. That was really woo.
Really?
It was beautiful. It
Yeah.
was beautiful.
And
Wait.
we had to
And you
wear
know
and
what, y'all? Homie,
and
before we get started, we got another special guest on tonight. My brother Hope Bay. You feel me?
Oh, dang.
I don't know what school he went from, but he belonged to one of the temples down here. And you know, he been riding since I met him. He's been a ride and die stand-up individual, and he
oh,
brings
good.
cause nothing but positivity. He came on the podcast once before. Y'all remember the infamous incident when the white boy was licking the dog and all that kind of stuff and kissing the
Oh,
yeah.
dog. He was on that show. So he's no
Okay.
stranger to the podcast, but they got something special jumping off with their temple. And I just wanted him to share that
yeah.
when we get a chance, you know, to talk about it. Because I know he's a trucker and he be on the road a lot, doing a lot of different things. So I don't want to hold him up.
Yeah.
So if y'all allow him to say what he got to say first, and then we can go ahead and jump right into it.
All
All
right, welcome.
Hey.
Gratitude,
How you doing?
gratitude,
Mm-hmm.
My brother.
Oh, babe.
gratitude. Yeah, Gary is my home too. You know, I went to West Side for 1 year.
All right.
Yeah.
There it is.
He got cougar blood.
All right.
I was a coach over there from 82 to 87.
Oh, you got cougar blood too then.
Honorary. My guys made me an honorary alumni.
All right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
Hey, ho, babe, why don't you go and tell us, you know, what y'all temple got going on, man?
All right, I'm Christopher Hope Bay. I am the National Business Manager for the Moore Science Temple of America.
Yeah.
Here, Indiana, all of Indiana and some of Illinois, NFI is one of the biggest logistics companies out. They do business with everyone you see in the grocery stores, Target, Walmart, all the way down to General Mills, Pepsi, 7-Up, whatever products you can see within those stores, they're responsible for shipping it out. And what they're having and Bimbo owns them. So the largest bakery in the world is into this company. So what they have is an issue with the pastries. They own Thomas English Muffins, Entenmann's, and Sara Lee.
Wow.
So those products, they're expiring in the warehouse, but they're not expired on the street. So they need to move about 600 pallets of those. So we're guaranteed anywhere between a 30-day and a 6-month expiration, except on the bread. The bread will only be 3 weeks. So knowing that it's still store fresh, it's not food bank or Gleaners where it has to be gone immediately, or it has expired, you know, period. You know, you can still eat it after the expiration, but you're just not supposed to sell it. So what we will be doing is getting access to at least 100, 180 pallets every week of store fresh products, dry goods. Now, if we help move that, we can move to their other products. So if a box of furniture falls, they have to discard it, even though the furniture inside the box is good. The same way with household items, etc., clothes. They distribute any and everything you can think of. So if we can help move these 600 pallets, we can connect to this billion-dollar company because they're not going to slow down. And everywhere. They're doing it in Chicago, up in North Aurora. They have a location here in Indianapolis. They have them all over the place. But what we have access to, so sometime this week, we will have access to those products, Takis, the little bites, the what are they, muffins?
Yeah.
It's so many different products, and they've guaranteed us that each pallet will be different. So think 30 pallets per trip, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Mm.
and it will all be different. So what we're looking for are those who are either into the fundraising or into trying to put together a pantry where we can guarantee. For us, it's a fundraiser because it's still store good expiration dates. So the smallest packet is like 55 pallets. I mean, no, the smallest pallet is like 55 cases. The larger ones have at least 210 cases per pallet, depending on how they're stacked. So what we're saying as a fundraiser, if you look at that stack of pallets and you say, hey man, I'll give you $10 for it, that's fine for us. But what we're asking is that you continue to grab that every week from us at that price, so that we could continue the logistics, the trucks, the gas, the fuel, the time, and then help us do other things. But yes, we will have then after and in between while that's working, we got another brother in California who's cut a deal with Whole Foods, Walmart, etc., to move their produce. So instead of it being shipped from the grocery store to a warehouse to Gleaners to you, we will actually be able to, as soon as they tell us they ready to get it out of there, go directly to the store and grab it, so that it's continued fresh produce. And we have, some times to get it to the public. So if y'all got any questions or any thoughts, let me know.
And that's only in Indianapolis?
Oh no, it's all across the country. We just only here in Indy. We got somebody in Cali working with that. We got somebody up in North Aurora working in Chicago. Anywhere people that's willing to do it. We essentially want to become our own food bank.
So you
by
said
going directly to the source.
okay.
Because by the time Gleaners and the other food banks, the depositories get it, you basically become their trash can because you got to get rid of it right away.
So you said that you want people continuously to buy the pallet every month. So say like I wanted it here in Gary, Maryville area. And so I pay that price every month, and then how would we get it? Would I have to come there to get it? Would they bring it, or?
Oh, we'll drop it off.
Okay. And then I know you, I don't know if you want to say it on air, how much is the pallets per pallet, or how much?
That's why I say for us, it's a fundraising event.
Okay, right.
So if you looking at that pallet, you see and you tell us, hey, I only want to give you $10 for it. Because here's the thing. The bulk of it is so much, we don't really want to get boggled down in money, because you may say, you know what, I don't have the money. Then once we get down to a 2-week expiration date, we may spend back on you and drop it on you anyway. Because
okay, cool.
You know what? I'm gonna most definitely get it. I'm gonna most definitely touch down with y'all, like I told you in War Bay. So, I don't know if you remember or not, but these the more brothers we met when we was at the Michael Jackson fundraiser. I mean the Michael Jackson celebration. When I took the pictures of them, had you walked off already?
I don't know.
Yeah, but I met them. I seen the picture, but I met up with them. We chopped it up for a minute, and War Bay told me he had something for me.
Y'all, pardon, Bay. Horror Bay, y'all the ones who over here on right off 17th. That's y'all temple.
No, we used to be affiliated with them.
Oh, y'all in Indianapolis. Oh, okay. Because I know it's a temple over there on 17th, right off Harrison, right between 17th, on the app. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So essentially, we just want to become our own food bank.
Man.
And so
I got another question for you. Go ahead, Berlin.
Well, I just wanted to know if we were interested, how to get in touch, but I guess you'll give us all that information, Willie.
Whatever you want me to give you, I get you guys.
Okay, cool.
I got so I work a food bank at my church. So will any of that be able to come to a food bank or not?
Anybody that want it. What we want to do is, what we've learned over the years is, the further outside our community you go, they get the freshest products.
Okay.
The closer you get to our community, it's got to go right away, or it's bad and you end up throwing most of it away. What we want to do is curb that to where we're bringing store fresh to our communities, and you have a little bit of time, or just to have it fresh, period.
Okay, cool. So we're in the same area, Onion.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I work for a not-for-profit and we serve our clients. So if I do it, you know, it would be me doing it
What?
as a donation.
So,
But
so
like I say, finance, we know some people, like certain communities they say, yeah, we'll pay for it because they've given like certain credits with the food bank and then they're able to spend those credits. So only thing we're saying is if you can't come with a donation now, what you could tell us what you want still, and we'll spend back on you when we get down to we're gonna leave 2 weeks left expiration before we just get rid of it. So even if you don't have the funding, we still not gonna leave you out. And then we
This my
don't want to
question.
squabble about money because
Right.
it's coming in bulk. We just need
Right.
the fundraising. So, like I say, we want people to look at the pallets and tell us what they'll give. We just want to hold them that they'll continuously grab it on a continuous basis.
Okay. Sounds
But
good.
the question I got, bro, like she said, she's in Gary in the Maryville area. So how many pallets would they need to purchase from you guys as a donation for y'all to make that trip? Because I know coming that way, that's going to be almost like, you know, a certain amount of gas money just to get down there and get this way.
That's
You
not
know
going
what
to
I'm
even
saying?
be an issue. My little brother's in Gary now. They're going to be dealing with the North Aurora location. So he's going to be bringing it to Gary anyway. He actually lives in Gary now. So they'll have access. It might not be through me, but they will have the access. Transportation wouldn't be an issue.
So the communication between you and him, and what you're saying with us, is going to be facilitated to them as well.
It's going to be the exact same thing.
Okay. And
Now,
my man, like I said, my man Norman Upshaw right here, he's the voice of 102.3 FM. Is it FM or AM?
AM.
AM, right?
FM.
FM.
Oh, FM.
FM, okay.
Mhm.
He's on 103.FM radio every Sunday. And him and the people that work with him, they
What?
do a lot of
Elder is 102.3 Rejoice Radio.
okay. Rejoice Radio, 1,000 parts. So, well, you're right. It's 102.3 Rejoice
Yeah,
Radio
so
FM.
No, because you know, Norman, we don't see you a lot, and we ain't just gonna mess it up. You know.
Forgive me, Stormy Norman. But they, you know, they have a wide outreach, you know, with the Chicago, Hammond, Gary area as well. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all would like to connect, Norman, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't have no problem, you know, giving you the information or whatever, so that way you can talk about it on your show and it can spread, because like I said, spread even more, because they got the Aurora people there doing their thing. And I know your other guy that do with you, he do a lot of outreach and everything. You know, I forgot his name, but
Robert Ross.
yeah.
We actually got somebody doing that at our church, coming in with a big semi and bringing food. I don't know if that's part of that or not. Pastor Bradley been doing it, was out of Chicago, and they come to Gary. I don't know if that's the same thing or not. But
He came on, he coming back on now.
Yeah, because this is on my laptop and I haven't used it in a while, and the computer's not working.
Oh,
You got to cut one of them off. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you probably have to cut your computer off.
Oh, he got it.
There you go.
So I'm gonna click off this.
Yeah, we got church. I don't know if that's part of that or not. We got somebody doing that. There you go. There he is. Hey.
Yeah, because I know we were talking about doing something like that too at our church, you know, start doing the donations, everything like that. And me and April was finna start up our own little project called Iron Sharpens Iron. And you know, I'm trying to put together the blueprint and everything for that, you know what I'm saying? So that's something we want to do too, because we got so many homeless people down there where we work at that, you know, if nothing else, we can give them that. And I was gonna think about buying some little blankets and stuff, you know, man. Like the blankets, you know, we shut the daycare down, so all the blankets we have for the kids, I was gonna wash them and just give it to the people out there that we see every morning going to work, you know what I'm saying? So that was, when you told me that, that was the first thing came to my mind, was them homeless people out there. You feel me?
I got
And
some
that's
really
what
nice
we want.
furniture that I'm gonna get rid of.
It's what we want, because you know I think everybody here is basically saying they already have a relationship with food depositories and food banks. The issue is the freshness.
Right.
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 You know, because we've done it and we stopped because what we realized is we were just their garbage can.
Mm-hmm.
We get 20 pallets and 8 of them got to go in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, if we can guarantee fresh products all the way through, and now everybody has a healthy kick. So being able to go into Whole Foods, I think would be a big deal.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get the word out to many people, right? That's
Yeah,
what
Yeah.
we
we're
have
trying to
so
do.
many fresh food, like
You
CDC
know,
Faith Farms.
fresh food ain't nothing bad.
They say
Something
Yeah.
fresh, even if slightly not fresh, they old bread, whatever.
Right. Yeah. Because what we
Hey,
do is we take it, we freeze it. So when they come into our office, they can come into the food pantry, they can get whatever they want, cheese
right.
and canned goods and bread. And since I've been working with CDC, Frida Graves, hey Frida, with CDC Faith Farms, they
Mhm.
have brought us fresh fruits and vegetables from the farm, so that's been a
Whoa.
compliment. So yeah, I had some fried green tomatoes yesterday. So that would be wonderful if I can connect with that so I can help my
Mhm.
clients get more.
that needs.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
That's a win-win. You
Yeah.
know,
So we should start by this Friday. So I'll have Elder Eli, make sure he has all the pertinent information because we're under contract agreement with the company. So we're forcing it because the only restraint they gave us, like as far as what we do with the products, is on us. They just at expiration, they want it in the trash. They don't want it to be like they don't want to be involved later at
yeah.
all.
Right,
So even though
Right.
it may still be good once the expiration date, so we just want to hold everybody else to that same agreement.
right.
But yeah, I'll have all the information to the brother by Friday.
Oh, okay. Well,
Most definitely. I appreciate that, bro, because
that,
like I said, that's gonna help out a lot, especially these winter months coming up. If
Yeah.
nothing else, even if they can't get no food, they can have something in their stomach, man, something healthy to give them
Absolutely.
something to fill a gap up a little bit.
And we
They
cut the
do have to,
middleman. We go
yeah,
directly to the stores right now. They're trying to work an agreement where we can go directly to Walmart when they're ready, directly to Target, directly to Whole Foods. When they're ready to get rid of that product, we pick it up, not a third party.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
that's a blessing.
That's
Yeah,
what's up. That's
definitely.
what's up, man.
Can't beat
And
that,
that's
man.
a blessing, man. And I appreciate y'all, man, reaching out to me, man, with that because, like I said, I know a few people who know a few people, so they might be able to get out there, man, and do a good work, man. You know what I'm saying, and continue that chain and stuff. This is another question I had. How do we know what like is each pallet gonna be the same thing on each pallet, or is it gonna be different products?
It's gonna be different products. Did I send you that video?
Yeah, you sent me the video. I saw
So
it.
it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
didn't want to share it
anything
though.
from
I didn't want to share it. I just looked at it.
yeah, you can share it. It's gonna be anything from like the little bites, Takis, chips, all dry goods. All the
Okay.
Entenmann's products, all the Sara Lee's products. You can see the bread, every bread you can imagine, all the way down to the English muffins.
Mm,
So because they are also the largest bakery in the world.
Mm.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why probably most of your breads taste alike. They may have different names on them, but they
Right.
control all the product going in and coming out. So that's what another thing we wanted to do because they are a conglomerate. If we could deal directly with them, then we could move. Like I say, they're willing to sit down with us for the furniture, for the household appliance. So everyone's doing. Somebody get a new house or something like that. Don't really have the furniture. It's one thing to do a thrift, but if we got it brand new,
Yeah.
I think we could do a lot of work with them and utilize them like Eli Lilly Endowment because they got billions. Now they can
Yeah.
further invest in us because what we're doing now is helping them. Instead of them paying to throw it away, they're using our tax deductible status to save
Mm.
all the way
I,
around.
I did that one. It was called man, was it the neighborhood empowerment or something like that? When I used to work at the warehouse. So, what you remember? When I used to work at the warehouse and I used to get all that stuff because of Unified Vision. I used to
Mm.
get all the them clothes and it was from Bright Lane Homes. You know, Bright Lane Homes used to be on
Yeah, I
Southeastern.
remember. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
same thing I was doing.
yeah.
But I was giving to most of the family members and everybody else, but you know,
Hmm.
they would come in and say, hey, we gotta get rid of this product. Like you said, they dropped off the truck or something happened, they had to give it away to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we would go back. It was what's it called? The neighborhood empowerment. I forgot the exact term, not terminology, but that's some I did as with Unified Vision a long time ago, about 15 years ago, so Bo?
Yeah.
Back in
Yeah.
2010, something like that.
And I want
Yeah.
to clue y'all in that we coming through the back door. So my little brother, his partner just got newly appointed to this position.
Oh,
Okay.
So he's trying to make an impression. So we're trying to make an impression. So later we could sit back because this is the third largest logistics company in the country.
Okay.
So any product being moved to these store shelves are going through them.
Yeah.
So if we can create a relationship with them, we could probably get some things done because we also want these kind of companies to invest in our communities, purchasing homes, help building them up, donating them out since they're already into the tax deductible portion.
Right.
Writing large checks. I don't know if y'all are in tune with Eli Lilly Endowment. They give the
Yeah.
Urban League $100 million every year.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to be, in the room to do that because we could do a lot better because we grassroots. We don't have a national organization with 50 people that need 6 figures every year
Hmm.
before the
You know,
work gets done.
I was part of Eli Lilly Endowment when I went through Training Inc. That's how I
Mhm.
ended up going to college because the Training Inc. program down in Pennsylvania, they were teaching us how to do, work computers and everything, all the Microsoft Word and Excel and all this stuff, and that's how I did my first blueprint for the daycare going through that program. So yeah, I know that, and I had to go. Matter of fact, I had to go up with Eli Lilly and talk to them on how good the program was doing, so they can give us some more funding.
Right.
So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Yeah, they do got a good
Uh,
endowment, man. You just got to reach out to them.
main thing is to get the word out to everybody that may or
Mm-hmm.
may want to do it. They don't
Right.
know, but they might want to do it. And, feed our people,
Mm-hmm.
And the price of everything is up right now. So
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
You ain't got no eggs on that thing, do you?
we hoping to get there. You hear me?
Eggs is the new steak, baby.
Eggs, huh?
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Got no eggs on there. I'll be running over there to Elder's house. Hey, El, you got some of them eggs?
I heard that, Zach.
Yeah.
All
But I
right.
thank
Yeah,
y'all,
well,
man, and that's what we need is participation. If we can get to participate, because we was initially trying to go in there once a week with a box truck, and they like, man, we're gonna need y'all to come in here 3 times with 2 box trucks. I
Wow.
was like, oh wow, this is bigger than what we expected. So it only makes sense to partner with other organizations and those that are already doing it, and hopefully we could get them products no one else is giving them already.
Absolutely, man. Take that stuff and put it in a warehouse or something and let them come get that stuff out of there.
So it's a
that's what we're gonna say too, because my pastor, he was saying the same thing. He wanted to start doing his church, so we
Yeah.
just started doing stuff after church. Like, hey, and this day, come and get everything you need. Whatever
Yeah.
you got.
When you go on the thing and you help feed the people's belly, then you can feed their heart.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right.
name.
That's right.
You can't
Right.
feed their heart without their belly
Because
being full. They can't think about you.
Is it what's the name of the organization? That is an organization or?
So it's done under the Moore Science Temple now, but
Mm-hmm.
I think within the next month, we're going to create what is called the Community Love Project.
Okay.
And
Oh,
what that
love.
would
That's
allow
wonderful.
is allow not just our portion to govern, it would allow other organizations to come up, be board members, be trust, so that it's inclusive to any and everybody and not just governed by us and our portion.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Right.
what I want to do because we have it as the Moore Science Temple, but we also have Asiatic Covenant, which means anyone that's not a European. So anyone out here who's doing the work, and then especially for the faith base, as far as we're concerned, every man has a right to worship on his own vine and fig tree. So as long as you believe in the God of Abraham, we really not gonna go back and forth about your customs and traditions.
Mm-hmm. All right. That makes
So we want an organization because the Negro problem is all our problem. I don't care what organization you're a part of.
there you go. Say
I got a
So
couple of questions,
Negro.
Chris.
That's right. Let's say that.
I got a question. All right.
All right.
Now, first of all, why do we think that these big corporations, okay, like you said, Whole Foods, has so much stock that is expiring inside of the warehouses? And why aren't they doing more to outreach their product that is expiring into these communities that are apparently around them and these warehouses?
Hmm.
well, first of all, they don't care nothing about our condition. Let's start there.
All
This
right.
is strictly business. Like I
I
say,
didn't want to
they
say
get
that,
paid
Chris. I was gonna let you say it. I don't want to say that. I was gonna let you.
because basically it costs them money to have somebody come, take it, throw it away. Then they have to pay a disposal fee. So
Well, what if
even
it?
though they are profitable,
Hold on. So they would rather throw it away, so there's no precedent set for giving it away to people who are, you know, poor, homeless, disenfranchised, whatever you want to call it.
Like you
So
no,
they won't.
because
They won't
then you won't
themselves.
go to the
yeah.
store and buy it.
Yeah.
Right.
If they
So
know
that,
you giving it away, they can't make any money. So what they do with the nonprofit is just get the tax deductible to save money on all the taxes that they paying, and then save costs on the throwaway. So just like with Gleaners and other food banks, we're still a trash portion of their company, but we're able to get it. Like I say, we negotiated a guaranteed 30-day to 6 month
Hmm.
expiration dates. We're
So,
not taking nothing that's expired to date right now. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what happens. And right now, that's what they're doing with the logistics with the brother, is because about time they get a truck to come get it and get it to the food bank, and the food bank sort it out, the expiration dates are just ridiculous simply because it costs money to send those trucks, drivers, fuel, insurance, etc. So
so,
it's not being done on a priority basis. So that food is just sitting there. What they're starting to understand, and the reason they won't slow down, that was our question, is because if one of them trucks get into an accident, if something breaks or a pallet falls within the warehouse, they need to replace that product right then and there. They can't wait
by the way,
for the distribution center to
right,
remake it and then send it. They need to be
that's the
sending it out
building.
within an hour. So and plus
Right,
we gluttony. Oh, you think about it. You go to the grocery store, you spend 200 and may throw 30 of it away.
right,
Yep,
It's
we
just
do
the
it
way
all the
the
time.
country
Yep.
works.
yeah.
yeah,
So if you have a 501c3 number, you can work with that, and that's a tax write-off, or
We could work. See, what we are a 508, strictly
okay,
a
508.
religious
Okay.
organization. So as long as you are a 501c3, 501, 508A, as long as they can receive a tax deductible from your EIN number. So the way they do it, we send them our EIN number, they approve it.
Okay.
So that's
And
it.
you know
As
what?
That
long as they
works.
can
That works.
receive, they don't
this
care
is
nothing
all
about
very
us. We
good.
got to make a way out of no way, because they're going to throw it away one way or another. So if we can get
Right,
it, because they're not going to stop producing.
So
right.
You
you're
know what,
gonna give
brother?
us all this information when you get
What you
it.
say?
You're gonna share all this information with us when you get it, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
yeah,
most
because we're gonna sign a contract hopefully tomorrow, if not Wednesday, and then Elder Eli, he'll get everything we have from there, because it's a partnership with everybody. It's not just us. That's why I say we're gonna create the Community Love Project so that everybody is inclusive at the table. You don't have to wait for me to give you the information. You can also do your own thing with your own organization. Just guarantee us you're gonna get certain portions of it.
You know what? I was just doing a 501c3 for my pastor, right? But I know my other guy was talking about the 508, right?
508.
So I'm gonna need you, I'm gonna need some of your aid and assistance with that whole beta, try to guide me along with that.
I got you. The only big difference is, see, with the religious organizations, they're guaranteed, no ifs, ands, and buts. That's the 508. What the 501c3 allows non-religious organizations to get the same respect or proceeds. The only difference is because they can't trust that you are a religious organization, you have to file with a date. See, like us now, we file to them what we're doing versus them giving us a date every year we have to file by. So if we do
Mm-hmm.
this, we tell them, hey, we did this, we did this the way we did it, and we send that information, and that keeps us clean for the next year. Versus a 501c3 is required to report whether they're doing anything or not by a certain date, or they'll take it back. So with the religious organization, you grandfathered in.
Mm-hmm.
501c3 just allows you to also be included
Okay.
without being a religious organization. So that's really it, because people are like, oh, they're not going to accept a 50. Yes, it is. It's tax deductible. They just
It's
not
tax
used to
deductible.
doing that. They rather have that government oversight over you where they could see your every nickel and dime.
That's what the 501c3, right?
Right.
So this another question on that aspect, right? So like I said, I've already done the 501c3. So can I just go back in and just change the verbiage and change it to a 501(a)? I mean a 508,
You
and
can.
then so that
Because
way
what it's
just
going to reflect is your EIN number. So your
Okay.
that's what I was gonna
EIN
say. That's what
number
I
is
was
the
gonna say
most
too.
important thing.
So
It's
we gotta
going to
get the
reflect.
EIN first, right? So we gotta get the EIN on the regular business first, and then the 508 would be like
The
um
tax deductible portion.
the
The
that
first two
right.
numbers will change. So they'll
Okay.
know this is a tax deductible. Like with the 501c3s, really all you need on your donation receipts is your tax ID number, right? When they run
Mm-hmm.
that, the government says, oh, yeah, that's an approved tax deductible organization. And they can deny them too. I've
Mm-hmm.
seen a lot of organizations go through that because they filing for 501c3 said youth violence, and now they're doing a pantry.
Mm-hmm.
So that number can only go for what you file it for. Versus a 508, you could, whatever uplifting acts you want, you could put it up under there. But with the 501c3, you have to be specific as to what it is you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we could go from here, there to a different million uplifting acts versus we don't have to stay with youth violence. We don't have to stay with homelessness. You see,
Yeah.
that's and through the religious organizations. Everybody likes 501c3 because it makes the donors feel comfortable.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're gonna go to prison. So hey, we ain't no big deal. We can write this off.
Yeah.
Versus like with us, we have to show, which is what we're doing, that we're already doing something. So when we file with the IRS, we just tell them what we've already done. So when it comes back, they can mark off all the ones who are looking for tax deductibles. That's why we have receipts for everything that ones do or donate to us in pledge forms, so that we could keep track of who. So if the government say, hey, well, Elder Eli Ill, he can't get a
L.
tax. EL. Is it EL?
Yeah, Eli L.
Is it EL?
Yeah, yeah,
Potato,
EL.
potato. EL. It's the same word, I promise you.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I hear you, but
I get you. I got you, brother. But they could say he's questionable. We could send a receipt and says, no, he's not questionable. He can receive that tax deductible. Versus with the 501c3, they're all going to sign on with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, man, I was debating about which one I wanted to go with, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I think I want to try to go with that. I'm gonna talk to the pastor and try to get him to change his mind with that too as well. Because a lot of people don't know about the 508. A lot of people all they know about is the 501c3, even the church organizations. All they know is about 501c3. You know what I'm
And we don't
saying?
have to ask for permission for everything we do. As a religious organization, it's your duty actually to assist the government in assisting its people. With the 501c3, it's a lot of oversight. You know, you got to send your financials. You got to constantly check in. You got to constantly be this, that, and the third. And people do it because it's the norm. But if you got a religious organization and it's not a pseudo religion, you grandfathered in.
Okay. So is your LLC, does it have the same name as your 508 or the
No,
different
sir.
names?
So our LLC is Moorish American Enterprises, and I'm gonna tell you that's another tricky portion too. We had to go to the
Mhm.
IRS to discuss that. So, like for the donation portion, we could do the 508, but once we get into paying bills and paying people to work for us, that will all be controlled by Moorish American Enterprises because at that point we have to make a profit.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
the only thing I'm telling you about nonprofits, the only
The
thing
Morris
nonprofit
American
about a
Enterprises.
nonprofit is the name. You
Hold
I
on,
gonna
got
need
Samo.
some finance.
the Morris American Enterprises that's nationally.
What do you mean nationally?
That means every Morris American temple can do the same work no matter where they are under that guys under the banner of the Morris American Enterprise. What you all have established, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we have charters we can issue throughout the United States under Moorish American Enterprise or the Moorish Science Temple.
Okay, and what I'm saying is they'll have the same 508.
EIN. The same EIN across the
Right.
nation.
Yeah.
Or is it just y'all temple? That's just y'all temple name. I mean y'all temple business name.
It's just we like with Milwaukee and Chicago, we exchange businesses, but each business has its own. But that's why it's the enterprise because it's like the parent company. It's just a holding company. There are
So
multiple
yeah,
companies
that's what I'm
underneath
saying.
it, and
So
they are
okay, so let's
controlled
just say
individually by managers. So each state will have its own board of managers. So it would be Moorish American Enterprises Chicago, Moorish American Enterprises
right,
Milwaukee. They are separate entities, but they all have to comply with the home office.
right. That's what I'm saying. And this is in the business sense. Uh, let's just say Cleveland wants to do it because there's a lot of homeless people in Cleveland, and do they comply with you or do they reach out to you all? Do they reach out? Yeah,
No, no,
Milwaukee.
it would be the same as our partnership with you. You do it the way you see fit. We just ask that you stay within certain parameters, like the expiration dates, not trying to sell it for half the price it was given. You know, that within our application, there are certain parameters you have to stay in, but outside of that, we don't tell you how or which way to do it as long as we're comfortable that you're doing it.
Okay.
Do you see
Well,
that as dangerous though?
No, because that's why we do contracts. You have a contract that says you are not supposed to do this. We are not held liable. If you do, you will face the music by yourself for yourself because you are a third party contractor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because maybe their religious boundaries may stretch further than yours. Now, that being said, and in a business sense, can that jam up the business that you're doing with somebody else doing business a little more lackadaisical under the same banner?
And you know what? That's the problem I've already ran across. That's why we're going to
Mm-hmm.
take it out of the Moorish Science Temple of America's name and create the Community Love Project. And
There
right.
what
we go.
it's going to be is a conglomerate of multi organizations under one banner. So again, you're independent up until you violate the rules and regulations set forth. So even if you do something, it reflects on us to hold you accountable, but really you're going to be held accountable without us being liable because you signed an agreement to that. Just like a subcontractor, if I got the rights to build this house and I could get you to do the roof, and you do something that's not safe, even though it's the whole project, you're liable for that on your own. because we have a contract specifically as to what you're supposed to do, the standards you're supposed to live. So if you don't live up to it, all we have to do is show that we didn't accept it, that we didn't, slide with you and try to hide it behind the door, that we sent you out there to accept your own consequence.
Okay. I was just asking because I know that religion and business can be a windy road when intertwined with one another. That's all I'm saying.
Trust me, and that's what we want to separate, because right now the issue we're having is people like, well, can we get paid? And what about the donations? And
Yeah, they want
cash
the money.
donations we can't
I
touch.
mean,
But if you make some money on it, that's on you. Because the agreement we got with you is totally different. We're not telling you what you can and can't do other than the expiration and trying to overcharge for it. Outside of that, I think you need to know what your rules are within your particular municipality, and you need to stay within them. So if there's ever a conflict, it don't come back to us. It starts with you.
Mm.
And then what may happen is they may force us to cut your water.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I really appreciate you coming on talking to us about this. We got a few people that came online, and I tried to spread the word to them. But I just hope everybody else that's listening, y'all spread the word to more people too, because like I said, the weather's gonna change, and this is the Midwest, and even if they ain't got nothing but some pastries, it's something better than nothing. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
And
sir.
we need to
Yes,
get
sir.
out there to these people and these churches and everything we can. You know what I'm saying? And just like I said, I'm gonna get mad every week. I know I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to get it off. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take it on consignment, not consignment, but go back to that thought process. I got to be a big boy. If I got on consignment, I got to make sure I can get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? So I already got my mind, on it. And these people that's on this podcast right now, like I said, they are movers and shakers in that field, and they'll be able to, get the word out to the other people. And then that way, like you said, it'd be a big web of everybody connected, trying to make sure that our people is getting something fresh and clean versus some old food or some old, dry food stuff, some old donuts, whatever it is. Make sure they're getting it fresh and it's not going to, cause a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's my main thing. I just want to make sure that we all on one accord and be able to help our people. You feel me?
Gratitude, and I'm gonna say this in closing. I'm gonna get out y'all hair. So we also is business. So I want everybody to understand the end goal is for us to be self-sufficient, where we not
Mm-hmm.
writing grants, where we not looking for nobody, where we have our own funding and we can produce. Once we could get to, because what I've learned over the last few years is there's always a ceiling for us. We can only go
Mm-hmm.
so high and no higher. Then we got to go somewhere else and go high. Go here and then. So what I want to do is put us in a position through this with this company that we could be self-sustaining, so that we have funding for all of our programs. That's why we're doing the Community Love Project, because even though we may be doing one thing, this person here may be doing youth violence, this person here may be doing mental health. We want them all under one roof. So now we're searching down school buildings. We're trying to get all the school buildings in every location we're at, because you can bring everyone in. You have access to the kitchen, the gymnasium, etc. We don't have to go outside of ourselves to put or do anything. So the end goal to this is to be self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I say, the only thing nonprofit about a nonprofit is the name. You need funding.
Right.
Read
That's awesome.
that.
And check
So I
this out.
appreciate
But
y'all.
for y'all dip. So, but this is something my mother-in-law gave me the other day.
Mm.
What's that? What's that? A
It's a
book?
lot. Yeah.
Your mother gave you that?
Yeah.
All right
She
now.
the house that she just got, the people that owned it used to own it was some Muslims, and they
Right.
left it behind in the cabinet.
Oh wow.
So I was like, she's like, I don't know who this book is. I was like, hey, can I have it? So she gave it to me. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
that's a
saying?
lot. That's
Prayer.
Muslim. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Muslim prayer. Yes, a lot. So it got breaking down the different questions and different things to learn from and everything, and how to pray and everything. And it's in Arabic, Sobo, and English.
All right
So
now.
yeah, I just want to just share it real quick. I got some more books. I got one book I bought. It said, "Can white people be saved?"
Can a who be saved?
Can white people be saved? And
That's a book title?
yeah, that's the book title. I was trying to find it.
Is that a real question?
No,
Yeah.
no, that's the title of the book. And this one right here is written by this pastor was I think in the Southern Baptist, the Southern Baptist
We
Church.
need to deal with that. How do everybody feel about this question? Can white people be saved? Now,
Bobo, that'd be a whole nother podcast.
nah,
Yeah,
I just because
That'd be a whole nother podcast.
but yeah, that's
okay.
one thing I got, so I just was,
Are you looking for that book, Willie?
I was looking for it so y'all can see,
Yeah, make sure you invite
I
me
wasn't
to
just
that
making up something.
podcast.
All right. That's all right. White people be saved.
Hmm?
And some black people be saved.
No, right.
Hmm?
What you say,
Mhm.
Willie? He gone. What y'all say, Sobo? All
I'm-
skin folk ain't kin folk.
That's right. All skin folks.
Yeah, all skin folks ain't kin folks.
That's the truth. I can name a couple of.
But you know what? We're gonna stop saying that.
No, we not.
We're gonna have to because guess what? The other skin folks, they think they kin folks. And
Nope.
see, if you gotta battle skin folks that believe that they skin folks are they skin folks, and we don't believe that our skin folks is our kin folks,
What?
we'll lose the battle.
Wait a minute. He just done messed me up.
Here you go,
I'm
right here.
almost in
Here you
agreement
go.
with him.
All
Here you go.
skin folks. All skin folks ain't just skin. Whatever it is.
Can y'all see it?
Yeah.
It's more so the mentality than it is the skin color. Ones have taken on this European attitude of brute force. That's why we beat ones, we fight ones, because that's the way they've done things. We've always been a loving, caring people. This survival of the fittest is hardening our
Right.
hearts toward one another. If
Yes,
we quit
yeah.
acting like them and get back to our roots, we wouldn't have. We the only people in the world that'll sell each other out. No other
man.
nation or nationality will do
Right.
it.
Nobody.
Exactly. That's why I said all
I
kin
don't
folk.
know.
Skin
I
folk
don't
ain't
know,
kin
man.
folk.
Trump doing a pretty good job.
No, he ain't selling
But
out
he
his
working
own.
for his
Yes, he
He
people.
not
is selling
selling
out
out
his
his
own
own.
people.
Who
I
you
heard.
No.
I hear him.
His people are businessmen. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's all.
All he's doing is taking away
That's all. He
regulation from
done made a
business.
fool. He done made a fool out them people, them regular wide people.
Oh, because they were
I
ignorant.
hear him crying now because I'm wide. You weren't supposed to do that to me.
Because they were ignorant. They thought government programs only went to us. They didn't
that was
realize how
gonna
much
just,
of
that
it
was
they were
just gonna,
taking.
that's supposed to just hurt us, and it ain't like that.
No, they use more than we do.
Well, I've said all along regarding him, it's never, if it don't, I'll use the Shaka Khan and the Janet Jackson
Mm.
mentality when it comes down to that gentleman. What have you done for me lately, and what can you do for me? I mean, that's really what he is.
He can't do nothing.
That's really
Oh,
what he is.
he doing something for just the people who got money.
Right,
That's
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
Who we
And
talking?
and that's the reason why I said the Janet Jackson and the Shaka Khan. What what have you done for me, and what can you do for me?
Nothing.
And if you can't do any of those things, then you're not in.
Right.
The European way.
Mm-hmm.
It's it right here. When affirmative action was white.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, trying to tell you. They just don't call it
All
government
the
assistance.
time.
They call it subsidies and co-ops, and it has different names. But once you go to the government level, all them Europeans was like, "Wait a minute, you taking from me right now."
Oh yeah.
All the time.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
60% of DEI hirees is white women.
See if you started Sobo? Sobo told
All
me
I
to be
said
quiet.
was,
He told me not to talk about this stuff. He told me to be quiet because the current climate
I
and how they
didn't say
cut people
all
heads
I said
off.
was,
Huh?
Yeah,
all I
let's go back
said
to
was,
Horseman, y'all.
Yeah. Now it's time to get
That's
back to
right.
the horseman. Hey, Jose, hey, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for
We
coming on and
we
blessing us, my
appreciate you,
brother.
Jose.
What
You
part of
know,
Gary are you
I
from, Jose?
appreciate you, my brother. And we gonna
Hey,
touch base.
Jose, we didn't get to do your Gary interview.
What part of Gary are you
So
from?
what elementary school did you go to? What
No,
junior high school you went to? And what high school you went to?
Well, my mother done moved to Gary in 91 from Chicago. So
Okay.
that's why I
Okay.
was 1 year in West Side. Then I went back to Chicago and I just kept coming back and forth,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
so what?
So
And
it's
like
safe
that's when your
to say,
initial
celebrations
graduation.
it's safe
taken
to
in
say,
effect
Hey,
hold
hey,
on.
took
What is
place.
Jose,
Chicago?
It's safe
what's
to
your
say
initial
when Gary
graduation?
get in you, it can't leave out you, right?
What?
I didn't hear you, brother.
Okay.
So many
I
questions.
said it's safe to say that once Gary is in you, it don't never leave out you.
Hey, listen, that's how I ended up in Indianapolis. Everybody moved here.
Good
Hey,
point.
I'm
Benicia
laughing
graduated in
because
'91.
I'm from Gary and I'm in Indianapolis.
That's right. All my family, just about all my family,
Oh man, I got out of there.
left me and went to Indianapolis. Almost all my family
Yeah, they told me the last person out of Gary turned the
Yeah.
lights off.
left me back. Gary Buck said last one.
Well, the lights are coming back on now.
That's
Yep, they
right.
show live.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lights is back on.
Like
They
that.
back
And,
on, baby.
and
Well,
they
they getting back
shining
on,
bright.
not quite. Y'all,
No, they back on. They back on.
Right.
Shout out to the mayor,
I know it's
Eddie
some
Melvin.
they got street lights.
That's right, Sobo.
Shout out to Eddie
They
Melvin.
put the street lights
He
back.
putting the lights. He turning the lights back on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
tell you
what I
something
said.
else.
Yeah, but I'm
Shout
gonna
out,
make a regular occurrence to make these podcasts. I like y'all conversation, so this ain't
shout
gonna be
out,
the last time here.
shout out to, like I
Well, we
said,
appreciate you, my brother.
Yeah,
You know
thank
what
you.
I'm saying? Like I said, that's what we do here. We try to share the word and what's going on amongst our people to make sure we all on one accord and make sure we, get to what we need to get to be self-sufficient, like you said. And what we do is try to just big up anybody that's doing something, especially from the crib. You know what I'm saying? Even though you got triple, not dual citizenship, you got quadruple citizenship. You feel me? We gonna make sure we keep touching with you, and then the information you give me about what you just talked about, I'm gonna share with my people and everything, whatever. And whenever you're ready for us to start rock and rolling, just let me know. And I know at least a couple of us gonna try to make something shake. You feel me?
So let's learn to love instead of hate, and we're gonna get wherever we need to be.
There you
That's
go.
right.
You already know.
That's right.
You already know.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot for coming on. Yep.
Thank you.
Thank y'all
Yes,
for
sir.
having me.
Appreciate you, my
Gratitude.
brother.
As you say,
Appreciate you.
gratitude.
That's right.
Gratitude,
brother.
most definitely.
All right.
So I don't know about y'all, but I saw the picture in that Horseman reunion,
Mm.
and I was kind of mad I didn't make it down there.
Man, I'm telling you, they reunions be lit.
What?
Their picnics are always good.
Yeah.
The picnic was the bomb.
What? Picnic be on the ground or the horseman?
Yeah, it be at the Horseman, and they even painted all the graffiti off the wall.
Yeah.
They be
And so it
outside.
was clean.
They
Oh,
be,
It be
Lord.
outside on on the track, the little
yeah,
It's
yeah.
on the football field.
Oh wow.
And the truth of the matter is Fifth Avenue lit up it's lit up. It was lit up Sunday.
Mhm.
Shout out everybody who was up there, all of the vendors. We had the horse up there again.
Yeah, they have a horse up there, y'all. It be
Well, I
fine.
ain't seen one cougar at the West Side picnic. I'm just saying.
What?
Look, we trying to talk positive about you. Ain't gotta put we good too. We good.
No, okay,
You
well that's
support y'all.
fine.
You
I'll
ain't gotta
be
put
here
us
talking
down.
positive. But while we talking positive,
Mm-hmm.
God
Don't make me mute.
casted.
Don't make me mute your mic. I was already
No,
saying I was happy about your part.
no, no. Let
Don't
me
make me
finish.
mute you.
Let me finish. I ain't talked all the whole podcast. Now, God casted his approval on which picnic this year. West Side got rain. Horseman, it wasn't a cloud in the sky, Zach.
Wait a
Not
minute.
a cloud.
Saturday? Was that the Saturday?
No, it
It
was
was
Sunday.
Sunday.
But
Hey,
y'all's coming just
brother,
like Roosevelt had a rain. We had a
yes
rain.
and
Y'all's coming.
I'm
No,
just
we didn't rain. It
Saturday.
wasn't a cloud in the sky. Barbecue grills growing.
And that didn't
Little,
have nothing to do with a cougar. That was God, and it happens just like it
that's
happened
because
in
we had
Roosevelt
a
and
horse
everywhere else.
right there.
It's
That's
coming.
because we had a horse.
It's
Okay.
coming. Don't get
And
too.
God
Don't
is
get too
not gonna make
hardy.
it rain on a horse.
Don't get
He's
too
just
hardy now.
Ah,
I was saying some
I like the
positive
way
stuff.
and shout
Okay.
out and
Hey,
Verlene.
Verlene, I like the way the city
oh,
comes
y'all proud of
together, no matter who
Hey,
it is.
hey Verlene.
You right.
Shout out
You right.
Vivian's party. Shout out Vivian's party at the Trocadero. It was turned up. Do
She
y'all
has
hear me?
turned up party. She turned up. So it's
Now
her
look,
parties are gonna be turned up.
so, I mean, you gotta understand that it was cars all the way down 15th Avenue.
And-
You
well,
understand what I
she
mean?
invited everybody, and you know that happens when you go to West Side and graduate from the class of '87.
Oh,
All right now.
That
I
was a
want to
lot.
say that. I ain't want to say that.
You know it's
You
true.
know,
They
think
know
about
it's
it.
true too.
It took 45 classes to get that turnout they had, and it just took one person to get the turnout that they had. So come on
First of
now.
all, let me explain something to you.
Come on now.
Gary, Indiana, for being party people. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, what's
And
up?
that's
What's
just
up, Anisha? What's up, Tate?
shout out 3D and Street Soldiers. They was up there, bikes parked out there. You know what I mean? Shout out my girl Rita with her t-shirts. Y'all gonna have to support my homegirl. She got the t-shirts. Greatness begins in Gary.
Oh, cool.
And it's her artwork, her design.
Yeah.
I got her
I
number. I
still
was
ain't get my Ivanhoe.
You ain't gave me the money to get it.
Yeah, I gotta have
What do
hope
you
for
mean
sure.
to tell me you holding back for
My
$35?
summer t-shirt.
No, I have to order it. I have to order it first. I have
Well,
to get the money to order
I'll
it.
send you $35 and give me
Hey, exact. You should see my summer t-shirt this summer. All the t-shirts I've been collecting, partying this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want me a
It
Horace
been
Man
real
shirt
good.
too, and a West Side. I
Uh-oh,
wear them all, and a Roosevelt.
all of them.
But we gonna
I coach
support.
kids from all over the city, and I loved them everywhere I was.
Right.
All right
I
now.
want one with all the names on there.
No,
All
that'd
of them.
be awesome.
Horace Man, Roosevelt, West Side, and
Man, that'd be awesome. Have everybody's name on there.
come on, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what?
Wait a
Old
minute.
girl
I
Carolyn
put
be
all
making
them
some nice
names
shirts.
on Ivanhoe, Tolly Place, all that together. You dig? That's the shirt I want. The
Okay.
one with
I got
Tolly,
Have
that.
you seen the new
Ivanhoe,
logo?
Forest, all that.
Have you seen one of the new logos I did for Uncle Cole, Zach?
Hmm?
Have you seen one of the new logos I did for Uncle Cole?
Yeah, I seen. I've been seeing them. Yeah,
Well,
but
I'm
yeah,
gonna
they
try to
all
get them.
good.
I'm gonna get them to put award-winning panel on the bottom of it, up under our names, so that way all of us, it represent all of us. You feel me?
I need my whole name on there, but
I'm good.
No, man, it's gonna be Sobo. Mac, you trying to tell you, man, can't be your whole name. Just like it could be my whole name.
Mhm.
But that's what we trying to do, man. I'm just trying to build the look up.
Hey
And I've
man,
been
just
working
hit
on
that rug again. What you did that made me. I was laughing because I was thinking about Mr. Taylor, boy. I mean,
all that funky chicken.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, that was hilarious.
you see him doing that, man.
Wait.
You know what
Did y'all see how Milo kept circling around, telling me, what is wrong with this man?
No, he was looking at me like what he doing? And
Milo.
you know what? I used to watch my grandfather do that dance so much.
I
Especially when he's having a little drink in him. When he's having a little drink, we seen her dancing.
Yeah.
And his song was Tobacco Road.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
he used to make his hip move. We thought his hip was broke because he could do his hip all kind of ways. Like, what the heck?
Wow.
He
Boy.
was just showing y'all
And
about
then
how
I
his
see,
belly gonna
and
get
then I
down.
seen that one with your mama telling you off there about something. Then she told you, take her on to work then. Get on around here, you know.
Yeah.
Oh
She had
man.
messed up Wanda Trump. She messed up
Yeah,
Wanda car.
yeah, man.
And me and Wanda was messing with it, saying we're
Time.
gonna spend her money.
She didn't try it 2 or 3 times. It didn't work the first time. She just politely got up.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of somebody else who got moves, Stormy Norman at the
Uh-oh.
Yes,
party.
he do.
If you see a party and he dancing, come on, Norman. You know
Yeah.
you be getting.
Norman is the party animal.
Wow. All right now.
Storm got the move.
Oh no, no,
Hey
no, no.
Norman,
I
Norman, did
got
you
I
get to
got the
go? Hey
videos.
Norman, did you get to go to the Michael Jackson block party, Norman?
No, man, I was in North Dakota, but I saw it though. It
Oh,
was
Wow,
very,
he
it
was in
was
North
nice. I
Dakota.
saw it.
Did you
Uh-huh.
see me and LD Eli L? We was in VIP.
Oh my God.
I saw it. I mean, I saw everything on the page. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
yeah,
he
we
was a
was in
VIP.
Mm-hmm.
VIP.
For real.
It was nice. It was nice, man. I ain't gonna lie. It was better than I thought it was gonna be.
mm.
Now
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what they're gonna do for next year.
Mm.
All right.
And so the
I
last
like
picnic is
this mayor. I'll
LA.
tell you that.
Velvet.
I like the mayor. I like the mayor. I'm really
Yeah,
impressed
he's sharp.
what he's doing around there in the city, man.
Yeah, he handling
Yeah.
it.
At least he's bringing up the people's hope.
Well, he's building that morale again, like we
he's
had.
building the morale back.
Mm-hmm.
What he's doing, I'm telling you, he know how Gary used to feel,
Yeah.
Yes.
and he's actively making it feel like that again.
Yeah, but you know what? It started with his very first video when he was running for mayor, and the way he did that, and he highlighted Gary and saw himself walking around. Just that video, as he was running for mayor, was like, okay, you can tell that he had a love for the city, and he was trying to bring it back. His initial video, I saved everything,
He
y'all.
is
So
bringing it back. He is, and I'm gonna say this about the mayor. He can't do it alone.
no,
We got to support him.
Yeah.
People
right,
got to buy into it.
We can't be sitting up fussing and fighting with each other over our own personal issues.
right.
We really have to be a community so we can save our
So go like Roosevelt, West Side, Horseman, and whoever else. We all one people now.
We've
Oh,
been
no doubt.
one people.
We've been
Like
one
I
people.
said, we've been
Yeah,
one.
absolutely.
You know, everybody related anyway. So how you gonna not be one people?
When Roosevelt went downstate, or when West Side went downstate, or when whoever went.
And we
Oh,
went, and
yeah.
we went and supported.
Everybody went. Everybody
Cindy
went.
went.
Yeah.
Everybody
Lou
went.
Wallace. It was, come on.
Everybody went. No matter who went, everybody went.
When you leave Gary, we leave with you. We with you.
Yep.
Hey, that's it. That part. Hey, remember Sobo? We was down there watching Roosevelt and New Wallace playing the championships. We in Indianapolis watching the TV. They both won their games, didn't it? New Wallace and Belt won, didn't it?
Yeah.
No, not Belt. It was Theo Bowman.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Theo Bowman.
Yeah.
It was Theo Bowman and Lou Wallace.
Yeah.
Theo Bowman was playing in 4A and Lou Wallace was playing in 3A.
Okay. Was
Yeah,
that
man,
that was when the little I can't think of his name. He played for Roosevelt. He was the Chester winner, and he played with all them kids that I know. I can't think his name. He got killed in a car accident.
Oh, Marvin Ray.
Marvin Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. His father was over Midtown basketball there at Tolleson. And his father, Kelly, his father's name was Kelly. I don't know. I don't think, Kelly wasn't obviously his father, but he was his stepfather. And, in those times, though, I think, like I was saying at Roy's funeral, we need to bring back baseball to the city. We need to clean up all them parks, get all them parks ready to play.
And we did it at one time, Zach. And they're still playing, but it's not on that level like it was.
Not on that level like we had.
No.
Well, no, Zach, because other communities, Hammond, Chesterton, Munster, they've built new parks. So we're not gonna sell ourselves short. We want some new parks. You ain't been here, Zach. You ought to see Tolleson. I don't know what this is. You know what I mean? Now,
What they
I
doing over
understand
there?
the Boys and Girls Club is there, but then they building something else. So what I'm saying is,
Took the baseball field out of there?
Yeah, there's
yeah,
no
that's
baseball.
gone. The
Yeah,
football
that's
field
big
gone, the
goal.
baseball
Anderson
field
baseball.
gone. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, if you can build whatever this is that they building, you can build a new little league field or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
When they were rehabbing the parking lot for Roosevelt for the Michael Jackson block party, they
Mhm.
took the basketball ring, the whole pole out,
Yeah.
repaved, and stuck them back in. And kids instantly was up there playing on a better pavement. You know,
Wow.
it's
Okay.
little things like that. And like I say, the man
Yeah.
can't do it by himself.
Right.
But
No.
He can only do one spot at a time. I see
Yeah,
they did
but
a
you
good
know
job
what?
on Roosevelt. They did a good job on Horseman because they took that graffiti off the wall.
Yeah.
oh yeah, they
beautiful.
cleaned Horseman up, and like I said, it was
Yeah.
hey, let me tell you, man.
All I got to say is they cleaned up Horseman, cleaned up Roosevelt. Where was they with their water pumps when West Side was getting flooded out?
First of all, y'all should have swam down 9th Avenue. Y'all got the best swimming pool in the city.
They should
If
have some
West
water
Side
pumps
students
out there to
can't
help
swim,
us. They
if
know
West
we
Side
hold the city
students,
down.
if
Where was
West
their water
Side
pumps
students
at?
can't swim,
Huh?
that's a
Y'all
shame.
got
What was they sandbags?
Halliburton. I told Halliburton to get Brunswick put back too. They put
Well,
they
you know,
put
one
the
year,
net-
Zach, we fixed that up. It was me and class of 84 West Side, O'Donnell Reese. It was us two out there. We started cleaning it up, and then I helped write a grant. We got the grant. We got it redone. I mean, everybody chip in. That's like Sobo, like you said. We all got together. We got it clean. We got it painted. They put a new field out there. We were in the newspaper, so it can be done. But it
Yeah,
takes everybody to come together. We were in the
absolutely.
newspaper. People were coming from other communities. We had the concessions going. I mean, we didn't have we had fried chicken, we had everything. So it can be done.
It's gonna be done.
It takes the
It's
Hey,
people to
gonna
get
be
King,
it
how
done.
done.
you doing?
I was talking to my guys. We need to get our kids back in baseball. Look how they done taken over baseball. The Cubs is all white. I don't even want to watch them.
Oh,
No,
I'm gonna watch the Cubs. I'm gonna watch my
that's
team.
what no. Let's be real.
But we
At
need
one
the
time, at one
education,
point in
Zach.
time, Major League Baseball had more Central Americans than any other sport in the world.
You right. You right. But
And
then
it ain't our fault
That was
that they
because
all
they
want
didn't
to
really
shoot up
want
steroids and
they didn't
they
snort
really
had that
want the
cocaine.
dark
black
skin, but
athlete.
they weren't black. The only time we had a really black was with the Negro Baseball League, and they need that education
Nah,
because
Sammy Sosa wanted to shoot steroids with his black butt and snort cocaine.
He was from Irons.
Yeah, he's from the Dominican Republic.
What's
right,
the
right.
difference?
Black.
What's the difference?
He's still
He's
black.
I'm
he
talking
shot
about the Negro Baseball
steroids.
League.
He's knocked
No,
balls
no,
out the park.
we talking about American born,
Mm.
Negro.
U.S. born blacks.
So
Well,
I still have we celebrated the Negro League one year at Brunswick, Gary West Little League. I still have all that information, but we don't give our youth, just like they don't have enough information about the history of our city. They don't, it's a lot that they don't know. They don't know about Negro League baseball and all the greats that came from there. And and so if they got that education too,
hey,
you'll have
Sobo, can
more.
I talk? Can I talk? I'm gonna be like Sobo. Can I talk?
Go ahead, Zach.
Absolutely.
But this is what I want to say about that. If it was white people got a way of getting rid of you out of one sport. And so what they did was kill our Little League programs.
Yep.
Now, our Little League programs fed everything else. If you don't have a Little League program, then, okay, what you supposed to do in the summertime? Go play basketball? No. That's what they done. They made AAU be basketball, and they got little bitty 5-foot people thinking they're going to get to the league. You're not going to get to the league.
Yeah.
You can be 5 foot and play baseball, but you can't be 5 foot Muggsy Bowles on no team. You ain't going to be there. you may not get to college. So I'm saying is we need to have our people like in Ivanhoe. We play every sport right there in Ivanhoe, include the track. Now, okay.
You know what? No, and what you said is that what you're saying is true. And with that being said, when they created the AAU leagues and made them more popular than just regular bitty basketball. Remember, first was bitty basketball.
Right.
Then they made AAU a nationwide thing. But AAU at one time played all year long. So if you want to play baseball, you have to pick and choose which one you want to play. And like you said, most of the kids want to be Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. So they was like, forget the baseball,
Yeah.
let me go this route. And then they stopped funding the baseball game. You know, the baseball league, little league. I mean, I know one time Jeffrey Golden used to go up to Value My Ballo and collect money for the baseball teams and the basketball teams. You know what I'm saying? But when they switched over like that and started just having straight up AAU, if you were not in a white community, your baseball dreams was over with. And the last big baseball team that kind of made it from the black neighborhoods was that team in Chicago
Yeah.
that went to the World
Oh, there
Championship.
was a team in Gary.
No, I'm not talking about them. I remember them. I
There was
remember
a team
Thomas
in
Williams
Gary
done went.
that went to the state.
I remember Thomas Williams used to play, and then they played the World Series down on 11th Avenue.
Yeah, we
The
went
baseball
to the
field.
state too from Brunswick in '81.
Right.
We lost in the for the championship in the state. We was
You
on.
remember Thomas Williams used to play?
the
You remember Thomas Williams played baseball down there on 11th off 11th and Grant?
Who that?
Thomas Williams now. When Thomas Williams
Yeah,
was
you mean Anderson Little League? Yeah, at the
Yeah.
Anderson
Tylerson.
windshield wiper plant.
That was right there off Grant Street, off 11th and Grant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 11. Yeah.
Right now they got that factory right there. I mean that
The
park place,
truck,
there it is
the
right
dump
there
truck,
now.
the truck
Yeah,
dump.
but that's what I'm saying. Every neighborhood had baseball fields and
Right.
a baseball team to
And that was,
represent their general area.
They killed it with AAU. They meant to.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
y'all done
You,
took
you
over
know what? But
basketball.
I will say this too. But I will say this too. Marketing played a big role too. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know, after I say like the late 80s and the early 90s, baseball for blacks stopped being marketed. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Start marketing
that's
their
what-
players.
Right.
Like after your Frank Thomases and all of those people started to retire and go off the scene, it just stopped getting marketed towards blacks like that because
Good
I mean,
point.
I know you're right because like in the 70s and all you had Willie Stargell and Dave Parker and all those guys. And because it was marketed, it was marketed, but then like I said, once your Frank Thomases and your David Justice and all those guys went off the scene,
Ian
marketing,
Griffey Jr. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Once those guys
And-
retired,
Mhm.
marketing for black, being in baseball.
I'm gonna say this. No, I don't mean to cut you off, Norman. I'm sorry. I want to piggyback on what Zach was saying for a minute, because a point that he had brought up was that businesses in Gary were actually helping funding little league teams. I
Southern
remember
businesses.
Washington Drugs had a baseball team, and different businesses, that used to be in Gary. And I
Some
want to shout out the administration under Mayor Hatcher because they were also active. Well, no, they were actively using state funds to try to keep the parks clean at the time and make sure that these things were in place. They were actually doing the right thing. Gary had a parks department. Do y'all remember?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
they still
that.
do.
And
They just they got that many people.
never
They don't
went
have the
away.
manpower.
So none of those organizations institutions never went away until Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher left. So what I'm saying is, we may have not known what was going on behind the scenes that was actually a contributing factor to Little League baseball. We had Pop Warner football.
Swimming
We had
teams, the swimming
we had
teams.
Billy basketball, and a lot of those
Track
things were
teams.
funded by the administration that was in place in Gary at the time. And
But
if it
that
wasn't
goes back to
solely
what you
funded,
said, Sobo. That goes
and if
back
it
to what
wasn't,
you said. We gotta help the people have to.
and so when we're talking about Mayor Eddie Melton, you know, he can't think of everything. We need
Can't
you,
cover
Zach.
all that at once. You
You
can't.
know what I'm saying? We need you, Zach, to bring up them points that he don't remember. We need Norman to bring up and Elder to bring up those things that he don't remember, probably because he's not an older person, and everybody is tugging on his shirt tail to do what they want him to do.
In their
But
neighborhood. Yeah.
right. But like I said, as a community, we can all do it one neighborhood at a time to every neighborhood is
Everybody.
what it
Right.
is.
Absolutely.
this out,
And
Sobo.
what we got to understand, also what we have to understand is he's cleaning up years. I'm talking about years.
Of
Decades.
neglect.
You know, it's not, you know, it didn't get in a mess overnight. Okay.
Right.
No,
Years for it to get to the mess. So he's coming in and cleaning up behind years of old thinking, lazy mentalities, and all of those sort of things. He's coming in cleaning up, trying to clean up a big mess.
Say it
You know,
again,
but,
Norman. Say it
yeah,
again.
you know, yeah, with jacked up mentalities from years of jacked up mentalities, you know, and
Closed mind. Right.
absolutely, you know, and things of that nature. So, you know, that's that mentality first. He has to get like-minded people, you know, because that's one fight he's dealing with, you know, because
Right.
you got these people in position still that should have been out of position 100 years ago, but still in positions because one, they still want to get a check. Two, they think they still know about. See, they're not looking to progress Gary to 2025. They still looking at Gary from 1965 and seeing
right.
Eddie Melton has to fight with these folks that's like, well, you know, that's the way it was when Charlie was here, and that's the way it should stay. And you know, he's got to deal with all of that nonsense and get people to realize, yeah, Gary was great back in those times, but guess what? The reality is we're not there anymore. We're not in
Times have changed.
1965. We have to go forward towards 2026 and beyond. And he's got to deal with that alone. He's got to deal with those people, you know, that has that old, like I said, that old.
Well, whoever talk, you know what, Shaw, whoever talk with him, tell him I got a house there on 26th Van Buren that they can't sell on the tax thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cause so when those people go down there, but I would like to give him what do they call it? You know what? I give up my rights to it so he can tear it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, this is what
Hey,
people need to start letting him know that somebody that used to stay there had a house. I had to get rid of it, and now they're still trying to give it back to me.
Well, you can, you know, he has cabinet, he has different departments for that. You have redevelopment, you have design. Contact his office because he can't do it. That's why he has people working under him, and let them know that's redevelopment, the housing. Contact them and let them know
Five
that.
houses on one side of the street there where them people went in there and took all the plumbing and wires and stuff out of there. They're not gonna put them back. They need to tear that down.
Well, no.
Hold on, Sobo.
I'll call you, Zach.
Okay.
Let me say something real quick. That somebody said online that coincide with what you had said earlier, Sobo. He actually wrote it before you said it, and then you started saying it. That's why I'm trying to get it out real quick. But he said this Hope Bay. He said I used to run baseball fields. I went to businesses and had them form a sponsor team for monthly fees and throw tournaments, and our people will show up. And that's just
Yeah.
what y'all just said again. We got to reinvest in our own city. And then
Right.
another thing too, what you got to look into was that not when you said Sobo about the people was about the people was about the money and all that kind of stuff and how the businesses went away. You got to realize at that same time period, Reaganomics was jumping off, and when
Yeah.
Reaganomics started jumping off, just like now, that
We're
was the
not talking
precursor.
about that, Elder. Listen.
No.
When you
Let me
no no
finish,
no no
fam.
hold on, hold on, hold
You
on.
got to see the big
When you
picture. Hold
go to
on, fam.
Monster, no, we talking about community. When you go to
Fam,
Monster,
hold on, Sobo. Let me finish, fam. I'm trying to give
okay.
you the big picture. I'm trying to give you because my grandma and them they went down to the Washington D.C. and they
I'm
went.
trying to give you the big picture.
I
You
understand
go
the
to
big picture,
Monster
fam.
right now.
But y'all
You go
can't
to
hear the big
Monster right
picture
now.
all at once.
Every
Just one
business that
somebody talk.
no, listen, every business from Jimmy John's to whoever contributes to that community.
And then
We
you
don't
also
have
have
those.
said
Wait,
you also said
those businesses won't come to Gary. Sonic, Jimmy John's, they won't come to Gary. They stay right outside of Gary in Hammond or Hobart. They remain outside of those businesses. And then outside of our city. And then those businesses contribute to the communities that they're in.
Can I say something, Elder?
yeah, go ahead, man.
Oh, you back? All right,
One
man.
thing, we got to accept responsibility
Yeah.
for the conditions.
Mm-hmm.
When I was renting those baseball fields, once you go to the businesses, the competitive nature, the much love ones have for sports, they will sponsor what start to happen. And I watched it. Those coaches start getting job offers from these same sponsors. Oh, I got a cousin. I know somebody that would you do what? They can hook you, which is a good deal. Don't get me wrong. But those coaches left. There were no more teams to sponsor. Nobody tore that down. We quit showing up because it takes the coach, the assistant coach. You got to have somebody that's putting together all of the brackets. It's a lot of different people who
Volunteers
were
like Team Mom.
exposed to opportunity. We don't never see the opportunity comes
Brother
with staying grounded. They left. So well, find your coaches.
Hope,
Find
Brother
some
Hope,
coaches, and I can find you sponsorship right now.
Brother Hope. Let me tell you something. We got the coaches there. They played in '86 and '87.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of coaches right there who would take that up. Let me tell you what you got to have. You got to have the auxiliary, the women's auxiliary and all that. I couldn't have did nothing without the women of Brunswick. You can't do nothing without them.
That's what I
They're
just
gonna be
said.
out there. They're gonna be the ones doing most of the work. The coaches is a dime a dozen.
No, now Zach,
Some
you
of them,
gotta understand that this is a
some of them.
different time.
Wait a
So
minute.
They
the
juggling
women who
paying
are the mothers
bills.
now aren't
Wait a
as
minute.
active in the
Wait a
community.
minute. Sobo. Can I talk?
So, Leslie, you cut him out there.
Oh man. So give your brother a break. I ain't even talking
No,
about
I was kind of
nothing.
piggybacking on what you're saying, but I just need you to understand the point that the mother of the community now aren't the same mothers who were back then.
Yeah, you got the
See,
same.
the mothers,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell
they
you
at the
something.
nail shop.
Let me tell
They
you.
not at that baseball field trying to get their little ones to play or
Yes,
hit.
yes,
We have to understand that it's a different demographic,
yes, they
and
will.
that's a part of
Yes,
trying to
they
cultivate the
will.
community back
If you start
to a
them off,
direction. See, and it was just like what Norman was saying. People gotta come from that time to this time to be able to make the necessary adjustments. Like I said, you were saying that women of Brunswick, but none of those women are here anymore, or either they's too old that they don't have the same drive. So with the demographic of mothers and grandmothers, they at the nail shop.
No, And I was at that field even when my kids were not there. I was at Brunswick, or it was Gary West after that, for 13 years. And it takes a
You
village.
was
Even
there,
if
Vernon.
I was there,
You
I
was
was at
there.
Pop
You were there.
Warner.
And
I'm
yeah,
telling you.
My
No,
sons
Sobo,
were
Sobo,
We really got to deal with
Sobo.
this.
I believe that these young mothers, if their kids had teams like that, they would be
They
out
have,
there
it's
supporting
just like
teams.
what Zach said, though. They have to enforce that. They have to endorse that. They have to invoke that type of thought.
No, you missed the point, Sobo.
I said the mothers wouldn't.
Because the mothers came more. I know more mothers than I know fathers.
Okay, now check this out. Now y'all said y'all had to say. Now let me get this out real quick.
Okay,
To
let him.
piggyback on what you said, Sobo, you said when Mayor Hatchett was the mayor, that they had that the funds and stuff was there. They knew how to get to the money to get the stuff done. Now look at the same time period when Mayor Hatchett started, when he left office, and all different people started coming in. That was the same time doing Reaganomics. I was in the 6th grade. That was the start of the downfall of all the funds that them different businesses. Yes, the businesses did give their money to those different organizations to play baseball and everything, but they also got tax write-offs for doing that business, for doing that. So you got a organization that comes in that take away those tax brackets from certain small businesses, like they're doing right now. How they're taking the money away from the small businesses and giving it to the big corporations. Then the small businesses look at it like, it's not going to benefit me to do this. I'm at a loss. And it's hard to survive already. Look at the same time period that was happening. How many black businesses end up leaving, Gary? I ain't talking about the white businesses that was here. They already had left. I'm talking about the black businesses that was in Gary, Indiana from the 70s up into the 90s. How many was left? And the ones that was around still before they had the indictments came out, when their children got arrested, their mothers and fathers lost their businesses because the sons was giving their mothers and fathers money to keep their businesses afloat. And just look at it. Then that's when all the Arabs moved in and took all the business that we normally had, from the gas stations to the grocery stores, all that different stuff. That's when they moved in and took over. So once again, even though I hear what you're saying, but it's still a bigger picture. All those things contribute to where we're at right now. Like Norman said, it was years of neglect, but the neglect always starts at the top. And then once it trickled down to the people like us in Gary and other smaller cities, you know what I'm saying? You're already desolate. And then you got the people in your own city filling the funds and not making it viable. You see what I'm saying? That's when the hardship even get worse. That's all I want to say, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger picture. And that's what I'm trying to say.
The picture
We was
is
negligent. We was negligent in not making sure that we didn't have another outlet, but at the same time, you don't have nothing to build an outlet on. What you gonna do? Just like
what
right
I'm
now,
saying
Hope
is,
them trying to build their thing up. But in Indianapolis right now, it's damn near impossible for most young black men to get a job in Indianapolis right now. You understand what I'm saying? So just imagine Gary only got the same resources that Indianapolis got. So how you think them young boys going, and even young mothers, what they gonna do?
There's
see,
so many mothers raising children by themselves, and that was back in our time, which was the 80s. The mothers came out there. They made sure they was out there. They made sure the kids had other things and waters and such like that, and things like that. Also, we had a team called the Lord.
Yeah.
And all, like you were saying, Elder, those businesses around there, like we even had Club Toppers, which was the Zanzibar. But he couldn't use Zanzibar because you can't do that with a Little League team. So he had a team called Club Toppers.
And that was top.
You can do things.
And also, let's talk about Mr. Champion.
Yeah, Champ. Yeah,
Mr. Champion. No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying what y'all saying is wrong. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is we could keep going on down the line of
Mhm.
exactly what you said, Elder. Black businesses
Yeah.
in conjunction with the administration at the time to make sure that these youth programs remained in place.
Mm-hmm. Need that.
So
And
and that's one thing about Eddie Melton, Mayor Eddie Melton. He know where the money at because he was a senator. So he knows how to get to the funds. That's one thing they do know about, and that's why he's a threat to them. He knows how to get to the funds. He knows what should be allocated for us as a city. You see what I'm saying? For Gary as a city. So with that being said, he's going to make sure that he dot every I and cross every T. So they gonna try to derail it at all costs. You see what I'm
Well,
saying?
well, I don't. I think one thing is that if we as a
Community,
community would not worry about what they gonna do and do what we gonna do.
right?
You know what I mean? We got to stop thinking about they. The hell with they. We already understand what they gonna do, but we don't understand what we can do. We
Right.
got to do the best that we can do.
And y'all said it earlier. He has instilled, like Sobo said earlier, this was the happiest summer he
He
didn't
got
have in a
me
long
so
time,
far,
right?
man. He got me so far. I put $9 a month on him. You know, with a quick area.
So what
Yeah.
he's doing is building
Because
that morale.
wait
Right.
a minute.
That
My wife
morale, that
just retired, so I got to get back together here. You understand? I was the only retired one. Now we both retired. So now it's like people got to understand that these young mothers don't think they won't get out there and seeing their babies out there playing
Right.
T-ball. Oh yes, they will,
Yeah, they will.
and they be
just like
making
in
a
Indianapolis.
lot of noise.
Yeah.
When they had the football season jumping off, I don't see no
Right there,
baseball
the
teams here,
right there. You
but
know
they
who you
have the
don't see,
football and the
Harley?
basketball
You
and
Right.
don't see
soccer.
Harley is
Mhm.
Dad.
Y'all nieces and
Daddy don't come.
y'all
That's
whole
what we
family.
need to. That's what we need to work on. Daddy being there.
Yeah.
It's good to look up in the stands and see your daddy. My daddy came
Mhm.
to one of my football games. One. He was too busy. Well, okay. He died on the 3rd of September, y'all.
Oh.
It was the
With
3rd
the
of
Rolling
September.
Stone,
Are we
with
down?
the
that's
Rolling
the day
Stone.
I always remember. Now listen,
Right. That's so funny. Yeah, it's the day y'all remember.
I mean,
But you know what
absolutely.
though? You know
Wow.
what? And this the type of conversation that they're not only we're having, they're having the same conversation behind closed doors in the meetings. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody passionate about what they believing in, but
Yeah.
everybody passionate about the same thing,
But
about the rebirth of Gary.
let's do what we can do and forget about them. We got to back this man, not
No,
them.
that's what I'm saying. No,
But
that's
he
what I'm
might know
saying.
where the money at.
Behind closed doors,
I know where money at too, at the bank.
we're not robbing no banks. But this is why I said
I
though,
know it. I know, but
this
you
is
know
why I
where
said
the
about
money
what
is,
Eddie,
don't you?
no, Zach, you
Don't you know where the
misunderstood
money
me.
at?
You
Don't you know
misunderstood
where the money
me. What I was saying was the same conversations we're having.
is?
Eddie Melton is having those same conversations behind closed doors
Mm-hmm.
about like we had the conversation like 2-3 years ago about the billboards that used to be all around the city of Gary.
Mm-hmm.
What they got going on now? Them same billboards, they putting them back up again. They got the murals going up.
Yeah, Bob
You
West
see
said
what I'm
Side,
saying?
they can
West
make
Side
money
class
off.
of '84. Patrick Brown, PQ Brown.
They put
Mm-hmm.
up. They putting them. Who putting them? They putting the mirrors up. What they?
Yeah. And they got one on 30, changing signs up there, and it's murals of Gary and people who were prominent in Gary. So they putting the word out there. You have to put it out there. You have to educate your people.
Hmm.
I got a
Mm-hmm.
house over there on Van Buren Street that I would like the mayor to do whatever he want to do with it.
You would
Fix
like
that
the
up.
city to do? I'll
Yeah.
call you, Zach. I'll call you.
or you know, do whatever they want to. The thing gonna get down because they don't, you know, it's a little spot right over there where the water sits in the thing. When I was staying over there, I wouldn't clean that gutter out so the water could go down. But if you don't clean it out, it'll be in your basement.
It's another
Well,
thing too,
You know,
y'all.
the one thing,
Clean that
yeah,
out.
the one
Most
thing
people don't know to clean that out.
I can say about Mayor Eddie Melton is, with him having that experience downstate,
Mhm.
Right,
he do know how to play both sides of the gate. And
Mhm.
right,
I really love. I love the fact that he's able to talk to them and talk to us. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Because of the fact he's been in that Shark Tank with those guys.
Right.
right,
You know, he's seen how they roll.
Yep.
So, you know, it's not like, you know, he don't know how to maneuver this and maneuver that. You know, it's not like if he go to them, it's like a deer in the headlights. He actually knows how they move.
Right.
Ain't but so
You
much,
need,
ain't but so much maneuvering them.
right.
They
know,
got
you
they
need, but
got agents
you
that,
need a person like that that knows how to do that. You know, how
Right.
many?
absolutely. I ain't saying that's not worth anything, but
Yeah.
I'm saying when you going just like go ask Trump. I know Trump. I seen him when he came here to Gary to do the and Miss America People's all that old jive. But look here, he wasn't for me getting in his name, and like he ain't now. So
No,
he the one
the one
controls them.
thing,
He the
But
one
the,
controls them people down in Indianapolis.
you know what, the one thing
yeah.
that what he does and what really what people tell you in business, don't beg, negotiate. You
right,
know, that's the thing, you know, we have to learn to do. We have to learn to quit asking for this and asking for that and use our negotiating power. I mean,
right,
Thank you.
we know how to do it. We know how to
right.
negotiate. So we just
And you
know how
right,
to do it.
Norman. You right. And another smart thing he did was put Mark Spencer in there. So he left the state and then he put
Yep.
Mark Spencer down in there. So he still got that connection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Had another
that's what I'm
viable
saying.
voice that loved the city. I
Right,
mean, really love the city in there. Hey, but
right.
Nikki online asked the question. She said, "Do y'all remember the Steel City Striders, Manhattan Youth Foundation?"
I
Yeah,
ran for Manhattan Youth Foundation. I was the baddest. You know what?
She
I
did
ain't
too.
even
She did too.
but
Nikki
I
did
ran
too. A
for the
lot of people
Manhattan
did.
Youth
All
Foundation. We
right,
used to fight
Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
you know,
Nikki, Nikki,
back in the day, Tiny was on there. You know, the
Yeah,
girl
the
from
coach
Westside.
from West Side. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tiny. Yeah.
her and
Yeah.
Tiny
her and
was my
Donna
coach.
Coleman
Listen,
and Deborah Claypool and all them. They all ran for that.
yeah, them was my coaches. Listen, I was the baddest 800 distant runner in Gary.
What?
Okay.
Go ahead on, Sobo.
But one time,
You
I
failed.
lost the race.
And do it now, Sobo. Do it now.
No, I lost the
Oh,
race because I had an underwear malfunction.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah, that can
Now,
happen, bro.
Oh, Lord.
and you know
TMI.
what? I had the
huh?
TMI.
privilege. I had the privilege this past last weekend. I got invited on Cole, but on Cole got invited to the American Federation of Teachers conference they had down here, and it was with all the presidents of the different regions that they have for American Federation of Teachers. Monty Glenn them invited me, right? But they had a senator there, I forgot his name, but he was the first American, he's the first Muslim senator in the state of Indiana.
Mm.
And and him and Eddie Melton was real tight.
Oh,
And he came to the program and talked and was, putting us up on game about everything, so what's going on behind closed doors and how the governor is trying to wreck shop with everything that's black. And I know, Zach, you said we can't worry about what they do, but the thing is, if you don't know what, I wouldn't say enemy, but if you don't know
Right,
what the opposition is doing and
right.
what plans they have, you will not be able to fight against it. You will not be able to protect yourself
well, who
against it.
don't know their plans by now?
It's like chess. It's
You know,
like playing
I mean,
chess.
even if you know they plans, it's plans within plans. And I'm saying all this to say this.
Who don't know
Is
their
that
plans by now, real?
no? I'm saying I get it. We do know it, but even within them plans,
Is there
there are
anything
other
they,
things
is
that's
there anything
happening.
they do that would totally surprise you? I
It
mean,
ain't about
they,
it ain't about
they,
being
if
surprised.
It's
if
You
about
they,
said it
being
earlier.
prepared.
I'm just following suit what you said.
yeah,
I'm just trying to follow suit up what you said. I got the surprise. All I'm saying is these people like Mr. Spencer and these all these other dudes, Eddie Melton, them, all these people were put in place and have the wherewithal, like Norman said, to talk to us and to talk and negotiate with them because they're down there telling them like, you might not like us as a city, but this is what we're at right now as a city. And if this city can come back, it's going to not only generate money for us, it's going to generate money for the whole state.
That's right.
The whole state is going to benefit off us doing what we got to do with that lakefront and the railroads and all these different plants
The
that they're trying to build
airport,
around
hearing
us.
what
the
you
airport.
saying, hearing what you
Right.
saying, hearing what you saying, y'all should be playing up to Trump. He tried to come here before.
I mean, it's not always
It ain't about playing up
it's
to
not
nobody.
right. It's about
It's
being
about
prepared,
Playing
Zach.
up to him.
You got to be
talking about
prepared.
I didn't mean that was the wrong choice of words. But he can
Mm.
put a Trump Tower right in Gary. Couldn't he?
I think
you
he's
got to get some
doing
more
that.
money coming. But check
That's
this out.
But
I
why would he?
Right.
Is the question.
Exactly.
Why,
The
He
because
business
already
is not
has
here
their own
yet.
business here.
Gary
The business is not here
is
yet.
gonna be the why did he come in and bring the Miss America thing here?
Well,
Because
he had the
at that time period, it was money still here.
No, it
Now
wasn't.
the money ain't the same as it was back then.
No, because at that time people was getting laid all off at these mills. These mills were closing down.
Check this out. Check this out.
And they was looking
Oh
for
girl,
a
Nikki.
food
Oh girl, Nikki said I missed her point, but she said this. He said she won. She won. That was her coach as well, and she won the nationals in St. Louis, the 100-meter dash and the 200-meter dash. And I remember she came back home to projects with her medals and everything. You know what I'm saying? They stayed on 10th Avenue,
Wow.
but
Stayed on
Nikki,
10th.
she was real. They stayed on 10th. Nikki, right? They know. Remember the good old days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
The
stayed in
Good
the
Loaves,
mid.
that
They
was on
stayed.
11th Avenue, right?
No,
No,
10th
the
place.
good loaves was on 11th was on 10th,
10th place.
10th,
I thought they was
10th
right
place.
there across from the post office.
10th place. No.
No, there's right there on 10th
Is that
place.
another Goodlow? Talking about Anthony
Might
Goodlow
be
and
promoted.
Tina?
No.
Oh, okay, that's a
No.
different
He's
Goodlow.
He's
Okay.
older.
Elaine,
Twins.
He's older.
Freddie, and all them.
That's not the 11th Avenue Goodlows. Okay.
Twinkie was
No.
11th Avenue, good Lord. Shout
They
out my
might be
homeboy.
kin, though. They might be related.
Yeah. But like he was saying, like Norman was saying, in everything you got to follow the money.
Yeah.
And once you follow the money, and if Gary becomes viable again, like with this center that's coming to Gary, this convention center,
Mm-hmm.
you already remember when we had got hold of Eddie Melton's plan for the city right before he became mayor. He was saying if he become mayor, the plans he had for the city,
Right.
he's starting to manifest those plans a little bit at a time.
I still say
You
this.
understand? And once he get that convention center and that hotel right there at the casino,
Right.
that's gonna bring even more
Revenue.
commerce and more other companies to come. And he already
Right.
kind of said that he's trying to get another
Again,
company to come
we
and build.
talking about a casino, Elder. This is not a community viable company.
Okay, but it will bring what he's saying is you get that and it's going to bring more people
Bring
to
them.
the
Right.
city.
That's
It's
right.
going to generate. It's a beginning. It's a
Right.
start.
Because that's the bottom line. You got to make money to bring money.
mean,
You
here
know.
lately, I have never seen a casino that was worth its salt in the bread.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you.
What? Don't do what? See,
Them casinos.
Zach,
Let's
even
look at
though
the
the
town of
casino,
Las Vegas. Let's look at Las
all
Vegas.
that do is depreciate.
Vegas got so many disenfranchised parts, but it has casinos. Casinos was built before any houses there.
And they didn't do nothing
Nothing.
City.
We
Nothing.
ain't saying what y'all not listening. Y'all, it's about
It's even
bringing
worse when they're on the
enterprise.
same page. I
It's
got
about bringing enterprise to the cities. Like
Right.
I said, once you get that convention center there, and you
Right.
get a hotel built there, regardless if the money is there or not, you're gonna have other little businesses that could bounce up around those businesses and could be support businesses to that major business.
Yeah, they gonna
Just
follow.
like
They gonna follow. They gonna follow the money. They gonna follow that.
just like when the steel
Follow.
mill was booming, you had all them supporting businesses around the steel mill
Right.
that fed off the steel mill. But once the steel mill went down, all them businesses up and down Fifth Avenue and stretched out further to Glen Park and everywhere else, they started shutting down because they didn't have the revenue or the people that was spending the money.
Right.
And here's another thing. See, what they're doing is they're going outer to come inward. If you know
right.
the locations of all these places, they're right off the expressway. They right where people can get to them, truckers and all of this, where they know money is coming into. Because you know truckers gonna stop into those places. People
Right.
off the highway. So
Right.
they doing that. So when they get that money going in, then it's coming inward. Because
I gotta say this.
Okay.
yeah,
Them truckers that's parking over there right now, my man JR, who own the Breakfast Club on Broadway, he don't see none of that money. We go support him. The residents of the city of Gary, JR's supper club, breakfast club. We support him. Don't none of them truckers come all the way to Broadway to have some grits and eggs. So what I'm saying is I'm watching it. I'm looking at it. I'm actually seeing it. And what they'll do is they'll leave the casino, go to Hammond or Munster or whatever, and go have their eggs and sausage.
But what he's saying is it's coming. Just
Right.
like they're building at Popeyes on Grant Street, over there by the village, by Burger King, wherever they're building it. It's coming.
and so
It's
but
not
what
gonna
you're
happen
talking about-
overnight, but
and-
it's coming.
And so, but what you talking about, you got to understand the old regime. See, it goes back to what I said about he's clean. What Eddie Melton is doing is getting rid of that old regime. You know, that old way and all of that. So that money and what you're saying about these people are not supporting and things like that, that will change. That will change. But understand, you know, again, he's got a big mess he's cleaning up.
Yeah. And he's
got a
still
hell
building
of a
that
mess he's
morale.
cleaning up
But
now.
if I were you, I wouldn't say old regime because the old regime was profitable.
Well, in its
But the
time,
old regime
the
left.
old regime in its time was proper.
Absolutely.
But after a period of
It's
time,
a new
what
era
happened?
now. They got a new thought process.
right? But
Yeah,
after a period of
that's
time,
all good
what?
for the new
but
thought
here's the
process
thing.
if you can't get no
It-
money to work.
Well, they're
What
working
you
on
said,
that
and
too,
you said
Zach.
I'm right back.
word. You
Got to
said
work
the key
on it.
word. It
They're
was
working
profitable.
on it. It's not gonna happen overnight. Just like Norman said, it's not gonna happen
Right.
overnight.
You said the key word was profitable, but if the old was so profitable, how come it never maintained?
Because
You know
the
what I'm
people
saying? How come it never maintained over all these years? How come it never?
you want me to really tell you?
You know, how come
When
it?
Richard Gordon Hatcher was made the mayor, they set out after Gary to destroy it.
Facts.
That and greed became a part of
It's
it.
as simple as that, brother. They
Yeah.
just won't-
That man got audited
the
every
tax base with
year
them.
by the state of Indiana that he was the mayor. He was the only active mayor in the township in Indiana that got audited every year.
They tried.
By the
They,
Hey,
state.
Willie.
they,
But
Willie,
that's it.
they said, "Wait a minute, we got a black mayor." Attack.
Wait,
And
Willie.
But then they flew. It was the flight, and then people moving away, and you know, if you don't, you can't have a city without a tax base.
Right.
So whether he was attacking or not, he
Willie.
was still maintaining
Willie.
until he got it. Go ahead.
Willie, you
Tanya.
been Willie, it's after 9 o'clock, after 10 o'clock, you good
I
ready?
know. I'm gonna get off now. Send us out. Shout out Sobo.
Shout out Tank G219 Radio featuring Nate Wall. Shout out my man Malcolm Cheeks 219 Connected. Shout out Convo with Cino and 22. Shout out everybody from the Horseman Weekend, Gary, Indiana, making us proud. Though we having a debate and it's healthy about our mayor and what needs to happen, we all love our beloved city of Gary, Indiana. Every last one of us.
Right.
Yep.
Shout out just Gary for staying strong, our people. Everybody, all my skin folks, and Gary is my kin folks, Elder. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Even the ones who don't like me. And I wanna send a shout out to Trocadero, showing out for our homegirl Vivi.
All
know
right,
what I
Viv.
mean? Go ahead, Elder.
I want to shout out to Leo's Loving Care. You know, my sister Wanda Business. Keep on doing what you're doing, sis. I appreciate you. I want to send a shout out to Unified Vision, my sister being ran by my sister Venetia, the #1 CNA program in the state of Indiana. It's not numbers, it's facts. I mean, it's not cat, it's facts. The numbers prove it. Been 10 years strong, probably longer than that. 10 out of 10. Yeah, almost 15 years strong. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying shout out to her for staying the course of time and doing what she's doing. I want to send a shout also to my man Norm Storman, Norman 102.3 Rejoice Radio FM. Thank you for joining us, my brother. We appreciate you. You know, like I said, you're always welcome to come on and check us out. And I want to send a shout out to my man Hope Bay for tapping in with us tonight, giving us all this valuable information. You know, to my brother, we appreciate you. And hopefully you can come back on again and bless us with some more information that you got. And also to all the people that lost some loved ones this past week, all the funerals that we had in the city of Gary, you know, our hearts go out with you and your family members. And we just pray that everything, you know, works out in your favor. And I know they say joy comes in the morning, but they just didn't say what morning. So keep your head up and keep praying. And hopefully joy will reach you in your time of need.
And
also,
Elder, all y'all that pray, my boy, I got something on my heart. My boy Angelo lost his son. And he don't even
y'all, bro?
about it. Yeah. Yeah, he don't even want to talk about it. I can't talk to him or nothing.
When this happened?
Wow.
It's been about 3 or 4 days. It's been about a week now.
Oh, wow.
Did y'all see that? Did you see on the class page, Berlin?
No,
he
I
don't
haven't
want
even
nothing out.
looked. Did you see it, Norman?
You know,
I didn't.
no, he don't. No. You know Sam Fitzgerald?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sammy called me. So I don't know no more than Sammy know. And I just want to pray for this man's spirit.
Okay.
Don't try to add nothing on nobody's page or none of that stuff.
I got you.
He kind of in a private moment now.
Well, you see when you're reaching hundreds of people right now saying this.
Well, that's okay. I understand that, but I don't want it to be like we're gonna put it out on Facebook.
No, that's what I'm saying. This is on Facebook.
And that's why I said that part. You know,
that's what I'm saying. This is on Facebook now.
Just say a prayer.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Don't try to do
and
nothing.
Also,
I'm probably the closest dude to him, and I can't say nothing because he don't want to talk about it. So when he wants to talk about it, then we'll talk about it. But if he don't want to talk about it, I'm gonna wait until he's ready.
That's right. Well, we'll pray for him.
Most definitely. Well, let's go ahead and let's pray us out so we can get up out of here. Merciful Father, I want to thank you for another glorious day. Thank you for blessing all our classmates, all our loved ones, the class of Horseman for having a wonderful a wonderful reunion. I want to thank my brother Hope Bay for coming on and just showing us love and giving us all the information we need to try to build a strong community and each one teach one, give back to one another. And merciful Father, I want to just pray for all the panel members, merciful Father, protect them and cover them, merciful Father. And I want to pray for Yabro as well, merciful Father, in the loss of his son. Continue to bless him, merciful Father, and heal his heart. Because right now we know how it is when you lose your lost one, you got to go through the 5 stages of grief. And I just pray, merciful Father, that you hold him close to you as he goes through these 5 stages of grief. And merciful Father, I just pray for all the people who lost someone, merciful Father, all the funerals that they had today. The funeral of my cousin happened today, merciful Father, and also just another prominent figure in the city of Gary. I want to pray for her and her family members, merciful Father. and continue to bless our city, continue to bless our mayor. And merciful Father, we know we're going through hard times, and the enemy is out to destroy us. But you made us, and you're going to protect us. And all these things we pray in Yahshua's name. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Hey,
Amen, Ra.
nice
All
conversation.
right, good people. I'm in Ra. I hear you.
All right.
Appreciate it. Hey, y'all take care of yourself. I
And love you
appreciate
all.
y'all.
We'll see you
Thank y'all for joining. Everybody online, thank y'all for joining us. Thank
Verlene,
y'all for connecting in.
Hey, make sure y'all
Verlene,
get that
Yes,
food thing that
Elbow.
guy came in.
Verlene,
Get that food thing together with that.
Verlene don't go
came in.
nowhere.
Yeah, they get it.
Okay.
All right. I
Yeah,
love
we
y'all.
gonna, we gonna
All
get
right,
it.
so everybody.
Hey,
All right, y'all.
Y'all take care and be safe.
all right.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Love you guys.
All right.
All
Love you.
right.
too.
Verlene don't go nowhere.
Okay.
Else, you gotta hold on.